Barbara. And Miss B. Hi, Vince. Lorraine. Nice. Hi, John. How are you? I bet you just said good. So, welcome. Nice, lazy, rainy day, or at least it feels like a nice, rainy, lazy day. I love those thumbs up and heart things that people send sometimes. It's so sweet. Um, I Vince, you just sent one. It was cool. I didn't realize what that was in the beginning when I started doing this, and I kept seeing like things shoot up across the screen, and then I realized later these are little hearts and thumbs up. So they're actually kind of nice. So feel free. Yes, today, I don't know if you had it, I had some incredible storms come through here. So the dogs kept barking and thinking somebody was arriving, but it was just me. The little Penelope is home. I have lots of people asking. She's eaten a little bit, so we're just hoping to keep her moving into that eating. There are those hearts. I love it. So thank you for the well wishes. And I just got off the phone with the vet, and he said, yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a journey here. And we'll just try to continue to bring her out of this pretty bad place. So thank you. Hi, Andrea. Good. So tonight's practice, my intention is just a couple of times a week to really have a nice easygoing practice, a gentle practice, leading us into the evening and allowing us to end with, a longer shavasana than we might take normally in this video form, so that we can just feel a little bit more back into our bodies, a little bit more at ease. I personally feel like some days I'm really at ease and like, wow, life is good. And then other days I just find myself a little bit more emotional, and a little bit more in projection of the future. And that's not a healthy place for me. So I just try and stay present, stay in all the blessings that I do have. And there are many. This being able to have this practice of yoga, to practice with you, to feel good through this form of yoga, movement, breath, meditation for me, and just being very mindful of how I feel and keeping it in the positive light. Thank you. Hi, Val. So today, as we begin, we are going to begin seated, and find a seat that truly is comfortable to you. You can sit up onto a blanket, a pillow, whatever it is. I truly ask in all of my classes, Darlene, that you make this about you. I'm really here to sort of guide you, direct you, hopefully take you into some sweetness and let go. But truly, these movements, this practice is about you, your body, your mind, and your connection. So add on, leave out, but really make yourself comfortable. That's important. So I'm going to go sit back. And I'm sitting in Sukhasana. I'm actually going to open it up a little bit. I just did a class earlier this morning, and I just want to have a little bit more space for my knees this afternoon. So that might be the case for you. And again, you can find any other seat that works. And just notice yourself this evening. Notice this practice, this body, this space, the sensations. Notice how they are. Notice how you feel. And then notice where there's tension. Notice where you're gripping. I feel it right into my forehead and into my neck and shoulders. Maybe for you as well. Just take where that is, where that tension is, and then let it release. Let it soften, let it go, let it release. It doesn't serve us here. It doesn't honor us by having that gripping or that negativity. And then just take a soft inhale through your nose and open that mouth and gently, gently just release out. And again, take a nice soft inhale through that nose. And then exhale out through the mouth. One more inhale. And then soft exhale. And then just allow your lips to gently close. And allow your body to just settle even more as we come into the breath. Noticing the breath, let it begin to expand in your body. Just feel this inhale, just softly filling up the bellies, the ribs, and the heart center. And then just let it flow back out from that heart center to the ribs, to the belly. Again, feel the inhale, belly, ribs, heart center, and heart center, ribs, and belly. And just feel that flow as it rises into your body. Doesn't need to be big. Doesn't need to be perfect. Doesn't need to be right or wrong. Feel that breath, that inhale rising up through that center line and filling into our bodies. And the exhale, releasing back out. Just a few more rounds. Feel the rise and fall as we begin to balance that breath, finding evenness of breath, balance of breath, samavriti. Just feel those inhales and exhales. Let them kind of come into your shoulder blades, into your neck. Let the exhale soften and release you. Again. And then bring the mind into the breath, but the sensations of the breath as it comes in and out. You might notice a soft vibration into the back of the throat, and you might even deepen that by shifting this breath into Ujjayi Pranayama and just narrowing the back of the throat a little bit, kind of by lifting the tongue up, almost like you're going to fog up a mirror or a window. Just notice the sound. Notice the vibration that just comes with that subtle little shift in the breath, the placement of the tongue at the back of the throat. Listen for the sound. Connect to the flow. Calm your nervous system. Just a few more rounds, just quieting the body, not judging, noticing that distractible mind. Just bring it back. Beautiful. And then bring these palms together at your heart center. And as you do, palms together, you're going to sit a little bit taller, lifting the belly button gently in and up and melting the shoulders down away from the ears. And just feel the breath there. And with your next exhale, just bow your forehead to your fingertips, bowing your mind, your thoughts into your heart and moving with your heart, thinking with your heart. Giving you this time for you, this well-deserved sweetness of this practice. Just take one more breath, just connecting to that, setting sort of an intention of that kindness, that focus towards you. Beautiful. Take an inhale, lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhaling together for 3 ohms. From here, we're going to take these legs happily, right? And we're going to move them and bring them out in front and just kind of open them up so that they're a little wider. And it doesn't need to be huge. I just want you to find that spot for you. And again, sitting up on a blanket or pillow can really help you with this first shape. And then just bring the hands behind you. And if you can place them onto the earth, or you might lift up onto the fingertips a little bit. And then just take these toes, I want you to flex them. So as you flex these feet, kind of pushing through the heels, and just take a peek as to that alignment of the hip, the knee, ankle, and toes. So try not to have the toes splayed out, but a little bit more of that alignment, lifting the inner thighs. And then from here, just take a breath, inhale, lift out of the hips, and with the exhale, open up that heart. Shoulders melt away from the ears, chest lifts. Take another breath. And again, that exhale, just kind of opening up the front of the body as we gently flex through the feet. One more, inhale. And then exhale. Love it. From here, we're going to take and bring the hands down onto the earth in front of us. And we're just going to take a little bit of rock side to side. And you can see I'm not leaning forward deeply. I'm just kind of loosening up the lower back, feeling the energy to the inner legs and the outer legs, shifting a little bit. Let the head relax. You might even roll that slightly. Good. Switch direction. This nice little movement here, just relaxing us back into our bodies from this day. Good. And then from here, take a nice inhale and just walk out a little bit as you exhale. And same thing, just find you've gone a little bit deeper, and then just rock a little bit side to side. Allowing yourself to just find that movement, that effort of movement is gentle. Good. Yeah, just feel as you rock slightly side to side, and then just let the head begin to go as well. Good. Just feel the goodness, no right or wrong, making this practice yours. And then one more time, take a nice inhale. And then maybe walk out a little bit more, but it doesn't have to be deep. This is my edge. Some of you might drape all the way down to the earth. That's not my body type, so just make it what it is for you. And same thing, just a gentle rocking side to side, opening up the body, relaxing the head. And then from here, we're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, just release into it. Let the head go here. Taking 2 breaths there as you just let the head release. Feel this up the spine, shoulder blades, and neck. One more breath. Beautiful. And then very slowly, let the hands come back. And then from here, we're going to take and bring these feet together. So slow, bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. And just feel this here. You can take the pointer finger, middle finger, wrap it around the big toes. And same thing, you might just rock slightly side to side. Good. And then just begin to make some circles. Feeling that into the lower back, one direction. Feels good. Let the head relax. Just slow, conscious, even movements. Beautiful. And then slowly just switch the direction, head the other way. No rush. Just notice your body. As you make these circles, you can even like lean back a little bit. No right or wrong. If it feels sweet, if it feels good, go there. This is your time. Beautiful. Good. And the next time you come around to sort of center alignment of the spine and feet, take a nice inhale and lengthen, just like we did earlier in that forward fold. And then just let your body come into this Baddha Konasana with this forward fold. And really allow this to be about releasing, not pulling, not yanking, but just let your body go here. Let the head go, let the shoulders roll. Everything I tell you not to do, let it happen now. And we're going to take 3 breaths. And if you can, stay with that Ujjayi breath, or that breath that has a little bit of vibration and sound to it. Feeling the inhales and exhales evenly passing through your body. 2 more. Just let the exhales release you, relax the muscles. 1 more. Beautiful. And then just slowly, slowly for the spine as you stack those vertebrae back up on top of each other. Good. And then from here, we're going to take that right leg and we're going to take it out to the side and bring that left foot to the inside of that thigh. It can be anywhere, so it doesn't need to be a tight leg. You can also open it up if you need to protect your knees, so whatever feels right. And same thing, bring the hands down onto the earth in front of you, toes on that right leg up. Yeah, and just notice how this feels. Just take your time, you don't have to go deep. Feel the breath, inhales and exhales. 2 more. Relax into it. And 1 more. Love it. And then from here, just take and walk the hands over that right leg. So walk them over to the right. And you might shift the sit bones again. And hands are either side of that leg, or they can be up on props if you like. Take a nice inhale, lengthen your spine, and just soften behind that knee by lifting the quad muscle on that leg. And then exhale, walk out a little bit, just a little bit. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good, and maybe on this next inhale and exhale, maybe there's more space to walk out, but it doesn't have to happen. I want you to honor the back of that leg, and I also want you to be able to feel this into the left hip, lower back. So it's not just one place in the body, it's just kind of running through, opening you up. 2 more breaths wherever you are. You can always walk out further, but it's not about that. 1 more breath. Really nice. And then just slowly walk back a little bit. And we're going to take that right hand to that right leg, or to the inside of that right leg. And we're going to take this left hand to the hip, lifting the belly button in and up and turning our torso over that left knee a little bit. Feel some effort here as you're lifting the belly button and opening up that heart. Yeah. Take your breath. And again. Now from here, we're going to take that left hand, sweep it up to the sky and get a nice big reach into that side body. And then just exhale over that right leg. Inhales and exhales. Doesn't need to be big. Can be very much all about you. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now, lifting that belly button in and up, you're going to unravel. Take both arms to the sky. Take a nice inhale. Take that exhale. And then from here, that right hand's going to cross to the left knee and left hand's going to come behind you. As you take a nice inhale, twist with the exhale. Relax into it. Doesn't need to be huge, doesn't need to be big. 2 more breaths. Exhaling. 1 more breath. Exhaling. Beautiful. And then as you come back through to center, feel that nice neutral spine. And then we're going to take and switch legs. So we're going to take and bring the left leg out to the side, that right leg, we're going to bring it in. Yeah, and as you do, just feel it to the inside of that leg, wherever you like. So it can be a little lower, it can be a little more open. Doesn't matter. Good. Sit tall. Same thing, just bring the hands down onto the earth. Yeah, and take a breath here. Rock a little bit side to side. Notice the difference in sides. Don't judge it. You can always walk out a little bit more. And then just let that head go. Let it release. Take a few more breaths. Exhaling releases you into softness. Inhales expands you. And again, exhale releases you. 1 more breath here. And then very slowly, just walk yourself up a little bit. Good. And then from here, we're going to turn our torso and turn over that left leg. So as you do, just shift the sit bones a little bit. Find that sweet spot for you. Take a nice inhale to lengthen, and just a little bit exhale, walk out. Doesn't need to be big. Inhale. And exhale, you might walk out a little bit more, always up to you. And instead of just taking this up the back of the leg, I also want you to feel this into that right hip a little bit, right lower back, in a just sweet way. 2 more breaths. Good. And again. And then maybe just a few more breaths. You might go a little bit deeper, but you do not have to. Just honor your body. Just let the head soften, let the body release for 2. And 1. Beautiful. Now, lift the belly button in and up to support that back. Come up a halfway or so. And then from here, you're going to take that left hand to that left leg. This right hand's going to come to the hip. And we're going to lengthen our torso. And then as we do, just turn a little bit to the right. So you'll lift the belly button, you'll open up the heart. The back muscles will be working slightly here. So feel that, supports you. Open up the heart, inhales and exhales. Again, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take that right arm, sweep it up to the sky, lift the belly button. Good. And then just take it over to the left a little bit. Doesn't need to be big. Take your breath here. Inhale, exhale. Feel that nice stretch into the right side of the body. Again, doesn't need to be big. 1 more breath. Love it. And then very slowly, we're going to lift the belly button in and up, slide back up, and then take both arms up to the sky. Yeah, take your breath there. Inhale. And exhale. And then from here, take that left hand, take it across your body to that right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale. And take this twist to the right. Doesn't need to be big. You'll feel the inner leg a little bit. That nice twist at the waist, that openness of the heart. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly, you're going to unravel. We're just going to take and bring these legs out in front of us. Bent knee, I often do this, especially these gentle practices. It's a nice way to get a stretch up through the lower back, mid back, and upper back. So sitting tall here. And then have you draw your torso towards your thighs. Let the hands wrap behind the knees, so it can be fingers, wrists, elbows, or just keep the hands on the knees. I find it a little more relaxing to kind of find the wrists or the elbows. Take a breath here. A nice inhale fills up your body, and then that exhale lets you melt into it. Yeah, and again, we're going to take 3 breaths here. Just let it be soft. Let the muscles relax. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Slowly from here, release the arms, draw the belly button in, that means core, and roll yourself back up. We're going to take these legs and wrap them behind us and come into this tabletop position, hands and knees. Take your time. Yeah, find the knees underneath the hips and hands underneath the shoulders. Good. This is just so you can see my waist. So then from here, I just want you to take a little bit of that circling we did before. Just circle around the wrists, but also into the hips. So just allow yourself to relax here. Find a little movement. And then begin to take it a little more. So let the head go. Let the hips roll a little bit more. Just loosening up the spine, the hips, the shoulders. Good. And then if you find you're kind of taking that movement in one direction, switch direction. Stay connected, no right or wrong. Don't let your mind judge it. Say, I'm doing this wrong. There's no way you can, because there's no right or wrong. It's about feeling good tonight. Come back, nice neutral position. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to lift to that cow pose. It should feel good after some of those forward folds. Take a pause there. Chest opens up, heads forward, shoulders melt away from the ears. That tail is kind of reaching for the sky. Take another breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And then very slowly begin to tuck the tail first. And then let the spine begin to round up to the sky. It's slow as you kind of massage that spine, that neck, that shoulders. And then come back through. Inhaling, find that cow. Beautiful. Exhale, find that cat. Push out of the hands, tuck the tail. Again, inhale, lift to that cow. Should feel good. Exhale, just let go of tension, let it go. Come back, that nice neutral spine here. And we're going to take our knees, bring them a little bit wider. Toes are going to come towards each other. And you're going to sit back towards this child's pose. So I also encourage to take a blanket or a pillow and put that behind your knees so that you don't have to sit so long. I'm just going to use a block as an example. So it can go behind your knees. And it sort of lets you relax but not go so deep if your knees bother you. And just let the head melt here. And feel again a gentle rocking side to side. That's sweet. That's okay. Notice where you can let your head go. Let that chest open up to the earth. And again. And one more. Love it. And then slowly bring yourself back up, hands and knees. Good. We're going to take and walk these hands a little bit more out in front of us. And we're going to take and bring ourselves to a knee down plank. So lift the belly button, spread the shoulders. So getting them kind of opening up. And then from here, just let your hips dip a little bit, heart open a little bit. So again, some of us it might be deep, and some of us it might not be so deep. I really want you to honor your body, Take one breath, watching your back, lift the belly button. Good, and then slowly just push out of the hands and slide back to that child's pose. And maybe the arms stay a little bit longer, so it's that extended child's pose. And taking 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Love it. And then from here, just begin to kind of round your spine, keep the arms out in front, and roll back to that knee down plank. And this time, we're going to let those hips dip a little bit and just bend the elbows and roll down the front of the body, like rolling down the front 1 vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. And as you arrive here, we're going to take and bring these forearms down onto the earth. Tops of the toes, so those toenails kind of pushing down into the earth. You can't see mine because they're hidden by the dog. And those elbows are underneath the shoulders. This is that Sphinx pose. So the Sphinx pose, I want you to take, as you push the tops of the feet down into the earth, energize the inner thighs. Begin to lift the belly button up and send that heart forward. So you can feel that the muscles of the core, but a nice stretch as you push the palms down into the earth and draw your chest forward. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now here's the variation. I want you to do this by letting the head go and just letting the shoulders kind of soften and round a little bit. Yeah, so definitely a variation on Sphinx. Usually Sphinx is a little bit more upright. And just let your head go. Take 3 more breaths. See if you can just let that exhale release you, getting that nice stretch back of neck. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. And then slowly lift the belly button. Bring that head back up in line with the spine. And then from here, just lower yourself all the way down. We're going to take and bring the forehead onto stacked hands. So let that forehead rest here. Take a breath, inhale, exhale out through the mouth. Let the muscles of the back of the body relax. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Now, take these palms, slide them underneath the shoulders, and again, zip up those inner thighs. So as you do, just feel those inner thighs beginning to work. And then just take and kind of slide this chest off the earth and lift to that cobra. It doesn't need to be big, shoulders down away from the ears, and then lower. Good. 2 more. Just inhale, lift to cobra, chest heads forward, neck is long, and then lower. Don't overdo it for these backs, okay? Nice gentle practice. Inhale. And then exhale to lower. Perfect. This time we're going to inhale, lift, and just begin to slide out of that pose and to that tabletop position. Hands and knees. Good. And then from here, just let the head go and move into that cat. So slow, as you kind of stretch out of that flexion of the spine, we're getting that extension again. And then just come back to neutral. We're going to take this right leg and we're going to step it forward, bringing it between the hands. So however you like, doesn't need to be pretty. And then slowly here, so that right knee is over that right ankle. And we're just going to lean in a little bit. There it is. Good. And then from here, same thing. Just let the head go. Yeah, let the shoulders round. Let the hips relax. You should feel some nice space into the lower back as well here. And just take 2 more breaths, letting the exhales release you. You can always have props underneath these hands, right, to lift you a little higher. 1 more breath. Feels good. And then from here, just lift the belly button in and up. Again, that's the core. Take that spine long. And then slide the hands to your right knee and lift yourself up slow. Find your balance. And then from here, same thing, just find that alignment. I'm gonna bring my foot back a little bit. Lift up that heart, that chest opens up. We're gonna take this right hand, bring it to our right hip, left hand, reach it up to the sky. Take that breath, inhale, and exhale. From here, take another inhale. And then just take this arm over to the right a little bit, getting a stretch into that left hip. 2 more breaths. A little bit of sway is fine. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back up. And then from here, bring the hands down either side of that right foot. And then again, props can slide under your hands. We're just going to extend this leg long into that half split, half Hanumanasana. And then bend again. Good. And then again, extend that leg long. Right sit bone comes back. And then bend again. No right or wrong. The wrong would be overdoing. One more time, extend. And then slowly coming back to that lunge. From here, we're going to take and walk this right foot a little bit wider out and bring the hands to the inside of that right foot. Yeah, and then we're going to lean in a little bit. Good, and just let that right knee open up. So if you have props, a block, or something, it might be nice just to slide those under the hands and just let that right knee kind of open up. You should feel the inner thigh and also that left hip. Don't overdo. And if it feels okay, just let the head go. You'll feel as you do let the head go, you'll feel this a little bit into that left hip a little bit more. We're all connected. One more breath. It's a big pose. Beautiful. And then just bring that right foot back onto the earth. And then heel toe this foot back underneath you. And then slowly slide it back and come back to hands and knees. So I'm offering an option here. You can come into that child's pose or puppy dog with the hips a little higher, or you can slide into a downward dog. So whatever feels right here. Take it, be with it, breathe in and out of you. So that downward dog, just feel the body kind of softly again, rocking side to side. Let the head go. Activate the hands, so feel that the pointer finger and thumb are kind of pushing you out of the earth, through your spine, and melting you down into the heels. Taking 2 more breaths here, wherever you are, child's pose, puppy dog pose, downward dog. Beautiful. Now, from here, if you're in those child or puppy dog pose, just slide through and find that knee down plank. If you're in that dog, slide through to the plank. And again, you can stay and lower with the plank or lower with the knees. Yeah, so same here. Just let the hips go forward. Let the hips drop. Open up that chest. We did this earlier. Should feel good. And then roll down the front of the body. Love it. And then from here, just find that cobra, just one. Exhale to release. Find that cobra, but then slowly push out of it, finding your way back, tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to take that left leg and we're going to make our way with it to the space between the hands. Just set it up. Good. And then just lean in a little bit. And again, those props can be underneath the hands to lift you a little bit. And then from here, just let the head go. Let the shoulders go. Notice that in the spine, in that right hip a little bit. Just breathe there. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then begin to lengthen that spine, drawing the belly button in. And then slide the hands up to that left knee. And as you do, it's slow. Just find that gaze out in front. Find that left knee over that right ankle. That back foot, the toes pushing down into the earth. Heart opens up. And then take this right arm to the sky. And then take it, inhale. And then exhale over to the left a little bit, getting that stretch into that right hip. Good, and again. One more breath. Beautiful, and then as you release it, slow, bringing the hands down either side of that left foot, sliding the props in if you're using them. And then just extend that left leg long. Find the breath, exhale. And then slowly just moving forward, opening up the heart. And 2 more. Exhale as you roll back. Inhale as you roll forward. Good. Last one. Beautiful. Now coming back forward, placing that left foot back onto the earth. And then from here, walking that left foot out a little bit. So as you do, that left foot walks out. Hands come to the inside of that foot. And then that left knee, just let it roll out a little bit. Don't overdo. And again, hands can be on blocks or props. And just take your breath here. Keep the alignment, but let that hip open. And if it feels okay, just let that head go. And as you do, you'll notice that a little bit into the front of that right hip. Find that sweetness. Don't overdo, please. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then bring that left foot back down onto the earth and begin to slide yourself back. Taking that left leg back slowly. And same thing, here's that option. You can come into that downward dog. You can slide into that sweet child or even that puppy dog. The puppy dog, the hips are a little bit higher and the chest melts to the earth that way. So child or puppy dog or downward facing dog. I'm going to take a downward dog. Find the breath for 3 wherever you are. And 2, relax the head and neck. And 1. Beautiful. And then same thing here. We're all going to slide through to that plank. Knees are coming down. Hips slide forward. And then from here, just let those hips dip. Heart open. Bend the elbows and roll yourself all the way down. Should feel good. And then from here, just bring the hands back under the head again. Let that forehead rest there. See if you can let the muscles completely release in the body. 3 more breaths, just those exhales, softening, releasing the lower back, the hips. And 1 more breath. Good, and then from here, just bend those knees. Yeah, just take these feet for a moment and we're just going to circle them one direction. And then switch direction. Good. And then just take and rock these knees, these feet a little bit side to side. This is a really nice way just to relax the lower back muscles. Good. And then from here, extend the legs long. Slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Finding that cobra, lift your chest. Slide back, tabletop, hands and knees. And from here, we're going to just take and find our seat, bringing these legs out in front of us. Good. Nice. And then from here, we're just going to take and roll ourselves down. So you could take that, making a little bit more core. I'm just staying real gentle tonight. I did a class this morning, so I'm pretty good with just kind of letting myself go down. Feels so sweet. Melting down to the earth. Good. Move so you can see my face. And then from here, same thing. Just take the knees and just rock them a little bit side to side. Gentle rocking, windshield wipering. Nice. And then just coming back to center, feel that spine down into the earth, and let the soles of the feet come down onto the earth and somewhat underneath your knees, but not to stress it. We're going to take and do some pelvic tilts. So this language sometimes can be complicated, but what I want you to do is keep your hips onto the earth, this lower hip area where the sit bones are. And then I want you to kind of lift that spine. I'm trying to show you on the mat. You might not be able to see, but kind of lift the belly button up so you're getting that curve into the spine. And then from here, slowly let that spine come back down into the earth, but then draw the belly button to spine and just feel you're kind of pushing that lower back down into the earth. Good. That's our movement. So we're going to lift up. Good. Getting that space into the spine. I'm just moving my arms so maybe you can see. And then releasing that lower back down into the earth, keeping the hips onto the earth. 2 more rounds. So nice release of that lower back. Lifting the belly button. There's an arch into the lower back. And then belly button drops down to the spine and the spine down to the earth. Good. 1 more. Beautiful. And then exhale, let that spine melt down into the earth. Love it. Should feel solid. Should feel grounded there. And we're going to take this right leg, bring it into our chest, hug it. Good. And then from here, we're going to take this right leg to the sky. So a little bit more of that sort of lengthening into the back of the hamstring that we did, but keep that lower back onto the earth. Push through. So flex that foot a little bit like we did earlier. And take a few breaths here. Now you can always stay right where you are if that's enough. You can always slide up and take it a little deeper. Whatever it is for you, whatever you need, stay with that. I'm going to stay lower. My hamstring's getting just what it needs. A nice soft healing of our bodies. 1 more breath here. Good, and then you're going to bend that right knee. And we're going to take that knee a little bit out to the side like we did in that pose where we were taking the lunge and opening the knee out. But this time, if you can, either take the hand behind the knee and kind of open it up as you draw the knee down towards the earth, or you can come and take yogi toe lock on that big foot, that big toe, and then just come into this half happy baby. Let that left knee roll out. Let it open up as well. And just see where you can let go. So wherever you are, wherever that hand is, wherever your reach is, honor it. Ujjayi Pranayama for 2. And 1. Love it. And then let that left foot come back down onto the earth. Draw this right leg back into the chest, giving it that hug. And we're going to take this left leg, extend it long. And this right leg is going to cross over into this nice twist. So it's a twist at the waist, and then the ribs, and then the chest. And if it feels okay, let that right arm open out to the side. Feeling this nice space into the right hip, outer leg. Take your time, don't rush it, just relax into it, not pushy. Just sweet and kind and good. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And then bring this knee, this right knee back into your chest, giving it that hug. Beautiful. Slide it down to the earth. Take this left leg, draw it in. So getting that knee drawing in. Feel that lower back down into the earth, space between the shoulder blades. Good. And then from here, we're going to take this left leg and we're going to extend it long. Sliding the hands up the back of that leg. If you like, you can go a little bit higher. Notice what's right for you. I'm going to stay lower. Take that breath, 2 or more. 1 more. Beautiful. And then from here, bending that knee back in. And we're going to just open that leg out to the side a little bit like we did earlier. And same thing, you can take that hand behind, that left hand behind that knee. You can take it to the ankle, or you might take a yogi toe lock, wrapping the pointer finger, middle finger around. And just let that left leg drop down and open up, and let this right knee kind of roll out a little bit, just for balance. This half happy baby. Two more breaths. Just let go with those exhales. One more breath. Love it. And then from here, just release. Draw this knee back into your chest, giving it a hug. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to extend it long. And then we're going to take this left leg and just begin to just gently take it across your body. Coming into that twist, that knee does not have to touch the earth. And that left arm reaches out to the side if it feels okay onto your shoulder. Take your breath there. Inhales and exhales. Inhales and exhales. One more breath. And then bringing these knees back into your chest, giving them a hug. Feel that space in the lower back, a little massage of that spine. Perfect. Slide the soles of the feet down to the earth. And then from here, we're going to make our way into setting up to kind of take a nice relaxation here. I'm going to put my sweatshirt back on. And if you have a blanket, just cover yourself up, keeping yourself warm. We're going to take about 7 minutes here of a shavasana. So I really encourage staying in a space that you can just let go. And I'll talk you through it, just a little bit of helping you release, helping you let go. Let the legs go long. And let the knees and feet and ankles roll out. Just let it go. Those inner thighs, those hips, that lower back, the space between the shoulders, that length into the neck. Let it go. Take a soft inhale through the nose and a soft sigh out through the mouth. And 2 more. Inhale. Soft exhale. 1 more. And that exhale. Just let yourself be here, feeling the earth beneath you and the universe around you. Endlessly letting yourself go, letting yourself be. Noticing any tension in the face, in the neck, in the shoulders, just let that go. Let the shoulder blades release into the earth. Let the lower back muscles, let them release and relax. Let the backs of the legs just go. Let them go into the earth. The backs of the knees, the calves, the heels of the feet, just let them go. Let the feet release, the toes. Let that go. Relaxing the shins and the knees. Front of the thighs. Relaxing the hips. Just breathe into them. Inhales and exhales. Relaxing the belly. Feeling the rise and fall of the breath. Feeling the inhales and the exhales. And just let yourself be. Let yourself go. Feel the sweetness of your practice as you just release into it. Releasing into your body. And just let go. Just feel the rise and the fall, your belly and your ribs. Listen to the sound of that sweet breath that you found earlier, that vibration, that sound of the ocean waves. Peacefulness of your practice. This is the practice of yoga as we calm the mind, heal the body, and let go. And feel the breath into your heart center, that warm place in your heart. Bring that breath there. Let it fill up. Very softly bring the hands onto your heart center, palms facing down, and just feel that breath, feel that warmth, feel that goodness, that sweetness inside you. This evening practice of self-care, calming yourself, filling yourself up, healing yourself with breath, with love. And very slowly, just begin to roll yourself to your side, coming into that fetal position, just pausing there. Feeling that space of gratitude, of thanks. And then slowly beginning to make your way up, finding your seat. And as you find your seat, just sit tall, relaxing the shoulders. Bring your palms to your heart center and bowing into your heart. And bringing that mind to your heart and moving more with that loving kindness. Loving kindness to yourself, allowing you to bring loving kindness to others. Take an inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. As we bow to ourselves, we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. Beautiful night. Take it with you. Just try and stay calm, relaxed, breathable. Keep yourself cozy and keep those around you cozy and full of love. Thank you.